Today on the Nerdy Gritty, Ninja recently had a controversial statement on how seriously people should take video games. What do we think about that?
One more world disappears inside it. Just another hopeless addict. Well, they make some man instead. If the drums don't get you, the guitars will.
Hello everybody and welcome to the Nerdy Gritty, where we delve deep into the details of pop culture. I'm Ninja Fox.
And I am Pro Gamer Dez.
I was like, oh, it's got to be ninja related. So I'll just say Ninja. I'm not Ninja.
You did it.
That's
No.
Tyler Blevins.
Yes. Hey, we did an intro perfectly.
We did. It was pretty good. Now that we've talked about it, though, it still could be better next time.
The rest of the
so
podcast
we'll continue.
is going to be horrific.
It's going to be terrible.
It's
We got,
just
baby steps. We've only done this 111 times now. That's
nearly 2 years of
That's
podcasts.
really, that's really not that much. So
Yeah.
we're still working on it. This is still like the pre-alpha stage of the Nerdy Gritty.
What are we, Minecraft?
Do not take this for the real
Did you
thing.
know, this is not none of our topics, but did you know that Minecraft went back into beta mode?
For what, like a WoW Classic kind of thing?
No.
Oh.
Minecraft
It's now in beta again?
is in beta again.
Like, you know what? These last 15 years
Yes.
haven't really worked out. We feel safe there.
I don't know why or what they're doing. I'll have to look that up. But
Yeah.
I play with my son a bunch.
Look,
and,
okay,
yeah.
I'm going to talk about it more later, but the Sonic movie came out this weekend.
Yeah.
And I went with a friend of ours, Robo Sensei.
Broke the record for most money a video game movie made in the opening weekend.
Was it Lar?
Good for you guys.
No, it wasn't.
Detective Pikachu.
Detective Pikachu. It beat it by 3 million.
Yeah.
57 million, I think. Anyway.
But it was not including inflation, though. So
oh, okay.
who knows that if actually
Sure.
holds it. But, yeah.
Well, so we saw it I saw it with Robo Sensei, who, if you don't know him, he has Bocumentary. Is his YouTube channel. Go check it out. But after we were done watching it, we kind of realized that with Detective Pikachu, 3 out of the 8 original Super Smash Brothers characters have now had a live-action movie.
Pikachu
technically
and
4. Jigglypuff were in that.
4.
Technically 4.
Pikachu and Jigglypuff, so then technically 5.
Wait, who are we talking? Okay.
Mario and Luigi.
We decided that is not included in this.
Technically.
But yes, okay. You are technically correct. The best kind of correct.
Yeah.
Yes. But in this new era of CGI and actually kind of faithful to the
actually
thing,
representing the original product in any way,
yeah, we've had 3 out of 8. And so, look, who's next? Who's the next one? I mean, obviously they gotta create a Smash Bros. Cinematic universe.
Yeah, exactly.
Where they all
and then have them all fight.
They have their Avengers team up, where then they fight Master Hand after fighting each other, of course, and then teaming up. So who's next? Who's the next movie? What do you got? No. Sorry, we got to say it at the same time.
Okay.
3. We're just gonna name the character who should get the next live action movie at the same time.
Okay.
3, 2, 1. Star
Samus.
Fox.
You're wrong.
What?
Star Fox?
Yeah.
Star Fox is dumb.
What? How is it dumb?
He would have been like my 5th choice. Because he's not one of the first 4.
Oh, what? Forgot Samus is one of the... There were 8. It was Mario.
No, one of the first... I said he would have been one of my 5th choices, and you said why, and I said because he's not one of the first 4.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Sure. Okay, well, make your case. Why a Metroid movie, I assume?
Okay, because honestly, I think Metroid could be much more successful in... going toward the teen ages rather than the much more child or preteen of Detective Pikachu and Sonic the Hedgehog. Now, wait, Sonic wasn't in the original Smash Brothers? What are we even talking about right now? I don't know why
I thought of that. He was in the second one, though, right?
Yeah.
He was in Melee. Was he in Melee? Dang it! He was
Brawl. Not in Melee.
He wasn't until
Brawl. Right.
Okay, fine. Look. This
just occurred. I'm like, what are we talking about?
Yeah, no. It turns out I'm a dummy. We'll just make it a General Smash movie.
General Smash.
I'm LT Smash. Lieutenants, the time has come.
No, okay, but Samus's story is one that could actually have some meat on it, where it's Indiana Jones-ish because the Metroid Prime has a lot of that adventuring and finding these new things. But also you could have some alien aspect in there where there's some
that horror kind of thing.
Yeah, so but also it's Nintendo based, so it's got to be T for teen. It's got
sure.
PG-13 rated
at the most.
At the most, right? But I think it could be a genuinely good movie.
Yeah, I would enjoy it. I mean, here's the thing. Any movie can be a good movie. There's so many factors that go into it that all have to come together.
Yes.
But
when you are making a Pokemon movie or a Sonic movie that is specifically geared toward anywhere from like 7 to 12-year-olds.
Yeah.
It's probably not going to be a high quality
It's not going to be on the same level as something. Well, it can be, but yeah, there's a different mindset there. Rather than making an excellent movie, you're making one that appeals to certain people.
Right.
Which might, yeah. Anyway, I respect that. I think any of the characters. I think Link. I think a good Zelda live action. He would have been
my second choice.
Which I feel like I remember might be a thing actually right now. Or like there was rumors or something. I feel like there's always been rumors, maybe.
Yeah.
But I think Star Fox would be I think it could be the Guardians of the Galaxy of...
the Smash universe. Good. I didn't even think about that. Where everybody is Rocket Raccoon.
Yeah, exactly. I'm Rocket Wolf. I'm Rocket Peppy. They all named Rocket for some reason. No. Well, yeah, it's Goofy. You have
Star Fox is Star Lord.
Fox McCloud.
Falco
well,
is Drax.
He'd be the straight man. He'd be like the uber serious one. But then you have a gang.
No, that'd be Falco. Falco's the uber serious one.
I guess that's true. He's
and he would be Drax.
Sure.
And then Star Fox is the quippy hero.
We don't have to do a 1-for-1 here. I'm just saying it could be a fun, general space adventure. And then you go down to a weird planet with dinosaurs, and you take from everybody's favorite game, Star Fox Adventures.
Right, of course.
From the GameCube. I played a lot of that game. That game was a collector's,
I haven't seen a frame
dream
of anything from that game.
I played a lot of it. It was a collector's dream, and I am a collector.
Yes.
At my
you
heart.
are.
I think Star Fox would be really cool. I mean, I've always wanted a good Zelda movie. I think the individual movies would be the easy part. I think coming together to make a coherent narrative with all of them would be strange.
My third choice is the pandering one, the one that's just there. F-Zero starring Vin Diesel.
Oh,
Fast Zero.
It's the prequel. It goes back before
but
Fast
it's in
and
space
Furious
somehow. Fox.
Yeah.
You know what's coming up? PAX East.
It is. Yeah, the one that I don't care about.
The one, one of the 4 that we don't care about, or 5 or whatever that we don't care about. Not PAX West.
No.
You know who's not going to be there?
Me.
Sony.
Yeah, I work for Sony now.
Oh, okay. Sony has chosen not to go to PAX West, and this is... Okay.
It's a weird combination of events, actually.
This is kind of... I understand where they're coming from, but it's coronavirus related.
Yes.
There is something called the PAX Plague, and the PAX Plague is just whatever illness goes around PAX every year, and it's different, or maybe it's just some sort of norovirus or some sort of cold or whatever, but, 10% of PAX will get sick after PAX every year.
That's going to happen when ridiculous.
Right, when you got that many people stuck together.
Yeah.
But with coronavirus concerns, Sony is like, yeah.
Ooh, people have died from this.
Yeah, maybe not.
Not insignificant number.
Which, FYI, a heck of a lot more people are dying from influenza.
Right.
Get your flu shot.
Right.
But
you know what?
Anyway.
You know what? Coronavirus or COVID-19 is the actual disease received from it. Is just the new hotness. It's the new hip trendy virus.
There's bird flu, swine flu. You got everything.
Various flus.
Now it's corona.
SARS.
Fun fact. Coronavirus has been around forever. This is just a particular strain of coronavirus.
Makes sense to me.
We're not talking about Sony anymore. I'm talking to you about
you some medical advice.
Sawbones podcast that I listened to about the coronavirus.
Please send us our checks in the mail, Justin.
So, Sony was supposed to come and show Last of Us Part 2, as well as a bunch of other things. But Last of Us Part 2 was like the big one that
of course.
really, really people were looking forward to. So here's my question to you. Are they actually not coming because of coronavirus? Or was Last of Us Part 2 not ready? And this is their real happy coronavirus. Oh, man. We can't.
So
I'm so sorry, guys.
Here's what you do. I mean, I think I would be shocked if it's not ready at this point. They've already pushed it back. It's been 7 or 8 years since the first one came out. The way my brain went was it's more of we don't really want to do these big shows anymore.
Yeah,
it's
it
just
costs
in the
a lot
trend
of money.
E3, and I'm guessing the returns from it don't do much for them. It's not, we've kind of passed that. So I think it's still kind of an excuse. but it's more because they just want to get out of the business. Hey, so there's big news in the DC universe. I would be surprised if you didn't hear about this, but you know how Batman and Catwoman almost got married?
Yeah.
And then decided not to?
Yeah.
Well, I think I don't remember correctly. I think Batman basically got stood up, right?
Yeah. So what happened was Selena Kyle, first of all, was like threatened, and Gotham was threatened, but also there came down to a happy Bruce Wayne cannot be a functional Batman.
And that's what I want.
And Gotham needs Batman.
That's what I want to see. Anyway, turns out their relationship is not quite over. In fact, it's a little different now. Because Catwoman is preggers. Catwoman is pregnant. I did not hear this. There was a picture put on Instagram by Tom King, who has been one of the pretty big writers of Batman, especially since Rebirth. But my favorite thing about this picture is that why does Catwoman have a maternity cat suit? She's clearly in this picture at least 6 or 7 months pregnant, and she has a skin tight like sneak suit on. Like,
I'm wondering why she's still doing Catwoman stuff.
That is not safe for the baby.
Yes, stop it.
Now here's the thing: we have to name this child, though, not like an actual name. That's boring. But what do we call? So there's like Batman, Catwoman, and there's also Catbat is kind of the thing that's in the series, and people call the couple. What's the kid's name? What do we call that kid?
I mean, there are some obvious choices like Martha.
Martha, clean your room. Martha, one more bite of vegetables.
I'm going to tell you exactly what's going to happen right now. In however many months from now, it's going to be revealed that she lost the baby and it died. But then a year from now, it's going to be revealed that she really didn't lose the baby. It's been being raised somewhere.
Man, comics are basically soap operas, aren't they?
Yeah, well, absolutely, yes. Something happened, a collaboration just happened recently that made me ask the question, why the crap has this never happened before?
Is it the gamer shoes?
Nerf,
I've gotten around. I'm wearing some now.
Nerf
just kidding,
and Halo have gotten together, and Nerf is now making the Halo guns, including the Needler.
Instead of doing this when they should have at the height of Halo's popularity, they're now using it as a, hey kids, the Halo's a thing.
Yeah, it's the other way around. Yeah. Nerf is at the height of its popularity right now, and Halo's like, hey guys, can we
jump in on this or? I don't know.
I am shocked that this is the first time they're coming around, especially with a game that has such iconic
weapons that are not. I mean, obviously some are just called assault rifle, but like you couldn't do this with Modern Warfare,
right?
Because that's just guns, and that would be a Firestorm, and which I think is also a Nerf gun. Anyway, with Halo, you got some weird fantastical weapons,
right?
Yeah, or make like an energy sword thing, or like.
Well, and then at that point, you think something like Gears of War. No, we're not going to give you a chainsaw and a Nerf gun. Yeah. And like, there are a lot of other IPs that could have this, but I don't know. But Halo's kind of perfect for this.
Halo's got some alien type looking weapons that would work really well.
Yeah, I'm just shocked that it has taken this long. So this brought me to the thought process that we're already on of what other games could have Halo weapons. My very first thought was Fortnite.
That's shocking.
A pickaxe because there's the foam Minecraft stuff.
Okay, yeah, that's easy. That's a go-to.
But just some of the Fortnite pickaxes.
Whatever Fortnite. I don't really know weapons in Fortnite.
Well, the weapons are mostly traditionally just weapons,
sure.
But they're pickaxes. Like you can get, there's hundreds of unique pickaxes.
Oh, okay.
If they were just to sell foam pickaxes of
sure.
Like one's a pickaxe. There's another one that's a katana stuck in a plunger. There's all kinds. It's hundreds of different kinds. Things like that. So, and that's just whatever your character's holding when you craft things.
Right.
Yeah.
Final Fantasy VII's coming out.
Yes, it is.
The remake. No, wait, sorry. Final Fantasy VII Remake.
Why do we have to clarify that?
Because that's the name of the game.
No, I understand that, but why does that have to be clarified?
Some people might be confused. They might be thinking, "Oh, is it 1997?
Wait a second. Is it almost 25 years ago?
What just happened? Weird. Okay, well, I guess I'll play this exact same game again. It was okay. I have to say that this is still basically a rumor, kind of.
Okay.
There have been pictures of the back cover of a Korean box art. It will arrive across multiple Blu-rays, of course. That's on there. Like, that's not surprising.
Right.
Install file.
Oh,
100 gigabytes.
Holy crap.
To install Final Fantasy VII Remake. Again, 1/3. One third of the original game is 100 gigabytes.
Holy crap.
Yes, it is insanely large.
So there's the release date, and then there's the next day that you'll actually start playing
Yeah. A couple weeks later, then people will be able to play it. I'm looking up right now.
You know, that's not overly surprising to me because I think it's either COD Blops, Call of Duty, or
I think it was Black Ops 3, or Advanced Warfare.
Whatever.
No. It was the one that came out with I know what you're talking about. The one that came out with the original Modern Warfare remaster.
Whatever it is, one of the Call of Duties just released like a 70 gig patch or a 70 gig update is what it is, and I think it's a battle royale mode that they're going to be adding to the whole thing.
Oh yeah.
But still, it's a 70 gig. That's update.
A very large patch.
Yeah, they're gonna. I guarantee you. They're going to start pairing Final Fantasy VII Remake 2 plus external hard drive.
Yeah. Like a custom has like a picture of Cloud on the actual hard drive. That'd actually be kind of brilliant.
Yeah.
I feel. Dang, why haven't they done that?
Or even Final Fantasy VII Remake 2 plus install file hard drive. It's a hard drive that all is on it is the install file. You don't have to wait for the update. You don't have to wait for it to download.
That'd be an interesting way to go. This is, I think, one of the biggest advantages that streaming services have.
Yeah.
What you been up to this week?
I've got a few things that I've been up to.
Our
actually,
news corner.
Yeah. First of all, I've been up to watching iZombie. A new season of iZombie. I think what is the final season of iZombie is
I'm
released.
surprised it's still going on. I remember hearing about that many years ago.
And it, man, this show, it went a very cool route. It started out as, zombies are real, but they still have their original human brains or whatever else, and they whatever go on. But then it got really political. It went this direction of saying, okay, now there's a mass outbreak, and the majority of Seattle are now zombies. But
with Amazon they're all zombies already, aren't they?
Hey-oh! Right. And that's the moral of the story.
Yep.
No, it's gone this really cool route of bigotry and these people trying to find normalcy in life while also being able to rage out sometimes because there's like zombie rage that they get into, whatever, blah, blah.
That's fun.
But this final season is kind of like devolved back to the Monster of the Week crimes, and I'm pretty sad about that.
Yeah.
There are some things going on in the background, but
it's certainly easier to write that.
Yeah.
I just watched Sonic, as I mentioned before. I went and saw it a couple days ago, and it was fine.
Really?
I legit laughed at a few points.
That is the best review I would possibly think you could give it.
It's not bad by any stretch of the imagination. It has really nothing to do with Sonic, but how could it and be a coherent movie?
Right.
It's absolutely ridiculous at some points, but it leans into it. It's not trying to claim any form of realism. And to me it was, hey, look, Jim Carrey's back to doing his goofy Jim Carrey.
Did he do a good job?
I thought he was hilarious at certain points. I mean,
Jim Carrey, I thought could do a good job. James Marsden's the one that I thought kind of like seemed out of place. Did he do okay?
He's fine.
Yeah.
He was just every man, like, I'm a cop and thinking about, and then I encounter this weird blue creature and turns out he's a good guy and I gotta help him save the day against evil Jim Carrey Robotnik man.
I downloaded a mobile game. I paid,
fun,
quote unquote, paid $5.
Google Play money.
My Google Play
best.
money, yeah. For Bloons Tower Defense 6.
Ooh, back on that grind, huh? Back in the 90s. Now.
I have played every single Bloons Tower Defense.
Yeah.
The 6th one came out recently. I bought it 48 hours ago, and I've
spent 47 and a half hours.
I've put 8 hours into this mobile game in the past 48 hours.
Yeah.
Now, in my defense, I do it.
In your tower defense.
In my tower defense, I will do it while like watching shows or while videos are exporting or whatever else. So it's my on the side thing. But what I do have to say about this one is they have added, instead of just like a bird's eye view top-down animation, they've added some 3D aspects to the animation.
Okay.
Where a lot of the guys will kind of move back and forth and pan back and forth. And it's really cool animation. I really like it. I have just started playing another game. So I've been playing Minecraft with my son for a while. And I have a lot of fun with that. I've made a hut with like the big aquarium and the outside and everything like that. It's real cool. But anyway... So my oldest daughter has been asking me, hey, let's find a game to play. It's fun to play. So we decided to start recording a game on the Switch. We found a game called Pode. Pode.
I'm really Pode off right now.
And it is a little puzzler, a co-op puzzler. And it is the most adorable, beautiful little game that I've seen in a while. Think kind of like Unraveled. Sure. Or not Unraveled, just Unravel.
Unravel.
Yeah, not Brian David Gilbert, but... the game Unravel,
unfortunately,
where it's just so cute with these two really cute characters, and it's them working together to solve these problems in the world around them.
Okay.
And I'm a huge fan of this game, guys. It's adorable. The animation is beautiful. The music is just stunning.
Fun to play with your kids.
And it's good to play with your kids as well. So,
awesome.
Yeah.
Talk to Pode. That's all I've got.
That's all I've got.
Yeah, let's get down to the nerdy gritty.
Let's get down to the nerdy gritty.
Hey everybody, before we get down to the nerdy gritty, I just want to point out that if you're hearing this, you are listening to the short version of the podcast of the nerdy gritty. If you are interested in hearing what we call the director's cut, you can head on over to our Patreon. That's patreon.com/dezandfox. And if you become a tier 2 or tier 3 patron, either $5 or $10 a month, then you would get access to the director's cut, which is a much longer version, usually about 20 minutes, 25 minutes of bonus content, as well as you'll gain access to all of the other content that we put on our Patreon. That means bonus videos, that means exclusive content, content you get before it comes out on YouTube, lots of games that we play. But if you can't do that, we really appreciate you for just listening, for liking, for sharing, for just being a fan. So thank you very much. Let's get down to the nerdy gritty.
So recently, in fact, I think it was 2 days ago, Tyler Blevins,
2 days ago as of recording, by the way.
2 days ago as of recording,
so Wednesday.
Yes, I'm so sorry. Basically, he
Tuesday.
was he was playing Fortnite. He was streaming.
Doing his
he
thing.
was doing what he does.
On Mixer.
And I believe, probably not on Twitch. Because that.
He doesn't Twitch.
Let's see. I believe essentially he was just playing a game and then lost. I mean, there might have been...
And was real upset with his loss.
He was very upset. Let me see if I can find exactly what happened.
From what I read, it sounds like he was in a team match, and there were people that were supposed to be working together with him, and some people were stream sniping him. Sniping, it means that there are people that are watching his stream to see where he is, and they're in his game, and their whole goal is to follow and find him by watching his stream and shoot him.
It's the new version of screen surfing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so Ninja had a team that was supposed to be protecting him from stream snipers.
Man, you get to that level, you have to have bodyguards.
Yes,
that's crazy.
Exactly. And he died.
He died. He got shot, and obviously in the game, and obviously he was very upset. Like, that's a fair thing to be angry.
That's frustrating.
Yeah, that's a frustrating thing.
When people are singling you out.
So let's see these comments. Let's see, what did he say?
So somebody said,
right? Somebody's in the chat, in his Mixer chat, basically said, "Why are you getting so angry? It's just
the game, man.
Which,
chill out. It's just the game.
I'm getting angry at that just thinking about it. We'll talk about this.
We will talk about this.
So, and then Ninja responded pretty heatedly. The phrase, here's something he specifically said. The phrase, quote, "It's just a game," is such a weak mindset. You are okay with what happened. Losing, imperfection of a craft. When you stop getting angry after losing, you lost twice. You've lost twice. There's always something to learn and always room for improvement. Never settle. Let's see. If anyone ever uses the excuse, "It's just a game," I'm gonna lose my mind. Imagine telling LeBron James, Tom Brady, that when they're pissed off after losing a game, that's just a game. Are you kidding me? You're so stupid. It's the competitive nature, bro. put that in a tweet. Or no, maybe he actually said
no, this was actual his, yeah.
It's about respect, bro. It's about pride. It's so much bigger than an effing video game. And anyone that ever uses the excuse is just a game, it's just a game, is a horrible human being and is lazy. You're a lazy human being.
Now, he tries to save face a little bit later by saying, and there are people out there who are taking me seriously. I'm 90% joking right now and 10% serious.
90% a joke, 10% serious.
Which he's not.
Which no.
He's 80% serious and 20% angry.
Yeah, that's exactly. Yeah, none of it that was a joke. So let's talk about today. I mean, we could talk about his response and all that. But also, what's more interesting to me about this is where does your anger, like in a game like this, is it just a game? Is it not? Like, what is that mindset really when it comes to, we both get angry.
Absolutely.
When playing video games.
Yeah.
I get angry much faster than you do.
And much differently than I do.
And much differently than you do. And I also have been told, it's just a game. This shouldn't be affecting you so much.
I'm a masochist. Or is it sadist? The one
sadist
that likes,
wants to hurt others. Masochist wants to hurt yourself.
Okay, now I'm a sadist.
He likes pain.
I love watching Fox get angry. I don't know why, but it's a joy of my life.
You're a good friend. And I appreciate
I'm
you.
laughing about it now.
Oh, man. You don't know how much time I have edited out of my both Star Wars Fallen Jedi or whatever, Fallen Order, and Sekiro was the big one.
Oh, I'm sure.
I had like 3.5 hour sessions fighting one boss, and the actual video that I put up was like 24 minutes long. Because I just, like, every single fight, I would just edit everything except for me dying. And so it would be a 10-minute sequence of me dying every 5 seconds. And it's hilarious in retrospect. That's just funny to watch.
Right.
But during the time...
Oh, my God.
Oh, you don't even... Oh, Sonic!
Ooh,
Sonic! All right. So let's talk about this. I mean, how... Do you agree with what Ninja's saying here?
Yes.
Let's
I
start
actually
there.
do agree with what Ninja's saying. Not wholeheartedly, though. Because here's the reality of the matter. Ninja has a really wide fan base, including kids. And if you're in Little League and you are in T-ball and you get really, really mad because you lost the game, and your coach walks up and is like, yeah, that's right, get mad, kid.
Do it.
To be better. Get mad to be better. Exactly. Do it. That's a bad coach. It's a bad mentor.
Yeah, that's not a great influence.
You get down on one knee, you look the kid in the eye and say, hey, man, it's one game, and I'm glad that you're really passionate about this, but next chance is a chance to do better.
But also, get good, noob.
You
just say that in a very calm manner.
But I think here is, especially somebody who grew up with sports and is a huge baseball fan and whatever else, I think there is a huge disconnect in what the word game is from one side to the other. Because if I were to get 18 friends together and go out on the baseball field and play baseball for funsies, and we find out that one team has been cheating somehow, they were hiding aluminum bats instead of wooden bats, and so they got to hit the ball a lot farther than we did.
Wouldn't you immediately know that when they hit a ball?
I'm making it up as we go. I'm making this up for a fact.
I wasn't listening because I don't like you.
And so afterward, I would say, come on, guys, what the heck? That was dumb. Sure. Don't do that. Let's just play. It's a game. We're out there playing. But when last month we found out that the Houston Astros cheated the entire 2017 season and won the World Series,
I didn't hear about this.
Oh, man. I could go on about this.
You mean the
2017.
2017.
This was 2 years ago.
Oh.
Yeah.
So what we just found out. Okay.
We just found out that the entire 2017 season they were cheating and won the World Series that year.
Uh-huh.
They claim they did not cheat in 2018 or 2019.
How were they cheating?
But there was a camera in center field.
We're back on the nerdy Griffey.
Back to the nerdy Griffey.
Nerdy
Here
Griffey.
we are. There was a camera in center field at all of their home games, which is about half of their games that they played.
Okay.
They zoomed in on the catcher's signs that he was giving the pitcher.
Really?
And in their dugout, they could see what pitches were there, and then what pitches were coming.
Yeah.
Right. So you figure out after the first inning what the signs are. You steal the signs.
Yeah.
So you watch first inning.
They saw the sign.
And they opened up their eyes and saw the sign.
Right.
Life is demanding. No, we're not going to
I
sing
don't know
an
the whole
entire
song.
Ace of Base song. But they would go out to the dugout then, and they had a series of signals, whether if I bang on the trash can, if I say go team, if I do whatever, that means this pitch is coming.
Wow.
And
that's legit, like, they admitted it, or
so
it's just...
what happens in baseball and all
you
sports
just saw
is
the pattern.
players get traded and swapped or whatever else. And one player who didn't play for them anymore was like, yeah, we cheated the entire 2017 season.
Oh, what a goofy year.
Yeah. And they're like, wait, what? And
that guy's dead
kind of told everybody, but this was all the way up into the management front office.
Man,
like,
that's crazy.
yeah.
Anyway.
But that's not a game.
Yeah. That's
How
no longer a
dare
game.
you?
Yeah.
Like these are human beings that are making money, that have worked an entire year, if not years, to hone this team, to make this a quality outing, and then to have it stolen from them. Sure.
Yeah.
That year because
I completely
you
understand
cheated.
that
Yes.
the stream sniping,
So stream sniping in this way is super similar to me.
douchebaggery to the highest degree.
So this is Ninja's job.
yeah.
He makes money doing this. This is literally his job.
Right.
And if he just dies all the time, guess what? People don't want to watch him anymore.
That's probably true to a certain extent. That was something I was thinking about, was to what, like, how many people watch Ninja because they like Ninja and they like what he does and they like watching him play Fortnite. A lot of it's probably because he's very good.
Mm-hmm.
You can be the most personal, streamer in the world, but if you suck at the game you're playing, nobody's gonna want to watch you. And that's why we don't have many followers.
My two favorite YouTubers are New Frame Plus, or Playframe. That's
Playframe.
Dan Floyd.
Yeah.
And Mr. Rod.
Yeah.
Mr. Rod is good at video games.
Sure.
He's not fantastic. He's not pro level, but he's just generally good at games.
Yeah, he's got experience and knows what he's doing.
And I love watching him, and he's a pretty cool guy, but I love watching him because he's like, he plays games and is good at games. When he gets in game, he's like, yeah, we're going to go ahead and just jump it up to hard mode now, and we'll just start the game on that. Like, and he breezes through the game, no problem.
All right.
Dan Floyd is not great at games.
He's fine.
He's fine.
Sometimes.
Right. But he's just so personable.
Right,
and
right.
so cool.
And when it's him and his wife, those are really fun to watch.
Yeah, I love those, right?
Yeah.
And so, but there is a difference between being good at a game and popular and being personable at a game and popular.
Right.
I would say Ninja is more the former than the latter.
Yeah, especially in such a competitive field as Fortnite.
Right.
If you're Mr. Odd and you're just playing whatever, you might be playing some popular games, but he played like Frostpunk.
Yeah.
I don't think there's a lot of people who are really into competitive Fortnite who are also super down on the Frostpunk scene. Like, I barely even know what Frostpunk is, and I watched him
it
play
seems
it.
really cool.
No,
but
it's an interesting game. But yeah, so I completely understand. And yeah, you're probably right that Ninja's popularity leans more toward he's very good and also not a terrible person.
Right.
Like, you can be really good and also be a terrible person.
Ninja's also a great guy.
Sure,
he really is.
Sure. I think he's a good example of I think he's a good example of the industry. A good person to have as a popular frontman.
Especially compared to other guys like PewDiePie or
We've got
whatever
options.
else.
Yeah. There's other options.
He is a good guy, and he's really cool. I don't watch him, but from what I see online and whatnot,
I just don't really care about Fortnite, which is why I don't watch. So,
but it's his job, and he's good at it, and so he tries to play really well.
Yes.
And when people are cheating to make him not do as well,
right.
Man, that would make me mad.
It's gonna make you mad about anything.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
yes.
like that's just like business in general. Like if I, have a business selling something and somebody else is using, stolen goods so that they can sell their product that I try to sell at a lower price. Like that's just like, it's not even aside from the whole, it's just a game thing. That's not, like you said, that's not the game anymore. Like I cannot do what I'm supposed to do now. And it's just devolving into who can be more underhanded.
So for this particular situation, I am 100% on Ninja's side in this. But let's go and talk about more his statement particularly.
Because actual words.
Because in this situation, that's really frustrating. People were cheating. They were singling him out and watching his stream and then finding where he is and shooting him.
Right.
That's frustrating. But he didn't say, hey, when people cheat, it makes it harder for me.
Yeah, that was not
mentioned
mentioned
really
in
frustrating.
the quotes here.
No, he straight up just says, if you're not getting angry afterward, you've lost twice. Which, that's actually the opposite of the quote that I usually hear. And the quote that I usually hear is,
like
if you lose the game and you get angry about it, then you've lost twice.
Yeah, it's kind of the opposite of that. Like, to me, that's where the whole it's just a game thing needs to come into play. Because at a certain point, I understand that he's very competitive about it, and it's literally his job, and he genuinely cares about being good at it. I'm not trying to take that away. But at the end of the day, unless it's like a tournament, or even then, him winning or losing a game of Fortnite, and I mean that just in the literal sense, it's just a game that he's playing, is not going to, on the grand scale of things, destroy or make the world a better place.
No.
It's going to, and again, I'm not trying to deflate the importance he gives it, because I give importance to things that also are on the grand scale thing. We all have something like that.
Well,
but
that's where I would say it's not just the game, it's just life.
That's kind of, in general.
Life's going to suck sometimes, and people in life are going to cheat, and they're going to do better for it. Sure. And that's just the reality of the world. Sometimes people don't get the comeuppance or the justice you want them to on this earth.
The hard part for me here is where he says, and anyone that ever uses the excuse, it's just a game, is a horrible human being and is lazy. You're a lazy human being. Nah, man. Not everybody plays it for the reasons you do.
Here's what I will say minorly in his defense. Let's say somebody is just ticking you off hardcore over and over and over again, and then somebody else holds a mic to your face and says, "You should calm down. What do you think about that?"
No,
you go.
That's not what's being said here. Yeah, that's infuriating. When I am playing Sekiro over and over again and dying to the second freaking ape fight where there's 2 apes and I want to murder them, but in the game and it's not happening, and I'm getting angry. I'm yelling at this game.
You're getting angry now.
Yes, I am. Just thinking about it. And then my wife, and I'm not trying to put her on blast, I understandably says, "Hey, maybe you should take a break." That's good advice.
Yes.
But then
bad timing.
But bad timing, my response is, actually, for me, this isn't fun in the best sense of the word, but it is kind of part of the game.
Yeah.
That game is not supposed to be just fun, breezy time. It's supposed to be, it's difficult, and you're going to get angry when you feel like you should be doing better. And to me, that is part of the game.
Yeah.
And so there is a place for anger sometimes, but it needs to be in a constructive way.
And I think that some people are just more prone to anger. We've already talked about that with you and I.
Sure.
You get angry at games a lot more easily than I do. And you would just recognize that. And it doesn't mean that you're weaker or stronger than I am for that matter. Like, if I play a game and I'm like, no, well, I lost. I'm not very good at it. That doesn't bother me. That doesn't mean that I'm lazy or not a good gamer or something like that. It just means that I react to the situation in a different way.
Yeah. Yeah. It's not weak.
Yeah.
To say, you know what, I lost. It's just a game.
Yeah.
Even if you're playing in a huge competitive league or something.
What I think Ninja's goal, his actual message, that he was trying to get across, but he was really angry, and so he got something else across instead. But what he was trying to get across is, hey, you should always try to be better. You should have an effort to be better. If you lose a round, that means that something went wrong and you can be better for it.
In this case, to be better, he just would have had to stop his stream, which is not what he can do. So fair to be angry.
Oh, man. Again, talking about stream sniping frustrates me. It really does. I played a mobile game for a while that it was a match 3 game, but it was a competitive match 3 game. And if you're playing against the computer, the better you're doing, the more luck the computer gets. Yeah. You know, you match 3 and then things drop down.
Luck.
And then it just continues. Yeah. So it's not luck. It's pre-programmed to give it more matches. It's
adaptive difficulty. But it can literally just overcome you no matter what you do.
It would be so frustrating to me that the game is giving it more matches because it's not doing good. It's letting it be strong and powerful just because I'm doing well.
And it also is a microtransaction driven game.
Right.
So they want you to feel like, oh, now I have to buy something to be better.
And so I eventually just got to the point where, like, you know what, man? I'm annoyed. I'm not going to play this game
At that
anymore.
point, you should just recognize you beat the game.
Yeah.
You could keep playing, of course, but you beat it. If it has to do this to be able to make money, then you beat the game.
Yeah, I did it. Success on my part. And so it's one of those things where if the victory is out of your control, if there's literally nothing you could have done better, then yes, that's frustrating. it's difficult to come to a point where you say, I've played the best that I possibly could play, and they weren't better than me. They cheated me. That's frustrating and angering.
Right.
But if you get in a point where you lose and maybe you played the best you could, but they were better than you, and you say, cool, I'm going to keep practicing. I'm going to be better. I think that's a healthier mindset. I agree with him that of just saying, well, this is how good I am, and I'm never going to be better.
Right.
That's life. That's probably, at least if you want to be good at something, that's not going to help.
It's not the best way, and I wouldn't expect him to say that. That's fair.
Right.
Just some quick jokes here.
Ooh.
Now at the end, I feel like our conversation has come to a general conclusion. So we're not trying to make fun of Ninja, but there's some funny jokes that people made on Twitter. The phrase, it's just a game, is such a weak mindset. It's Animal Crossing. It's way more than a game. There's always something to learn. Always room for improvement. Never settle. By the way, I'm super pumped for Animal Crossing. Here's the last thing I'll say about the actual topic that we've been talking about. Is I feel like there's a tendency to make like big streamers kind of a cult of personality.
Right.
Where we take what they say to be gospel.
Yeah.
And this can be a problem when they say something terrible and we decide we need to cancel them forever because we've talked about forgiveness needs to happen. But also, guys, you don't have to like defend or attack Ninja right here.
Right.
He made a statement. You can agree or disagree. And if it drives you, said, hey, you know what, this isn't really the kind of person I want to watch anymore. That's fair.
Don't watch
this.
This
is your choice. You don't have to have loyalty to a streamer.
Well, and this wasn't a racially charged
No. This is just an
Like
opinion.
that. This is his opinion on how he does his job.
Yeah.
Literally on how he does his
fair.
job.
It's a very different situation than PewDiePie using the N-word or Logan or Jake Paul or whichever one that was putting up a stupid video on YouTube. But at the end of the day, it's a streamer.
Yep.
It's just a stream, guys.
It's just a stream.
Sorry, that was mean.
No, but if you're the spectator, you can just be just a fan.
Yeah, that's fair.
You're just a fan. You're a spectator.
I enjoy watching you play Fortnite.
You know what? Going back to the Nerdy Griffey, I am a Texas Rangers fan, but when the Rangers are out of the playoffs, I'll follow the Astros because they're also a Texas team. I won't do that anymore.
That's fair.
Yeah, I'm done with the Astros.
Yeah.
They are no longer on my radar. That's the thing I care about. So, yep. All right, guys. Thank you very much for listening. Thank you for your support. We want to say a huge thank you to Granger for the use of their song All My Friends Have Wi-Fi, and some of my neighbors do too, as our theme. It's off of the album Dear Sam. Go check it out. It's a sweet album.
I want to point out some stuff that's going on our YouTube channel right now. I forget to do this most of the time.
Yeah.
But I do want to get some cross promotion in here. Get that vertical synergy going on.
Business.
Or as business terms. We've got I think our Luigi's Mansion 3 series is
just finished 2 days ago.
Just wrapped up, and that was
started Marvel's. So we got 2 episodes up of Marvel
Ultimate Alliance 3. The Black Order is going on right now. That's been fun to play.
I love that game.
I'm excited to play some more of it.
Too.
Right now I've got, I believe, Fez is happening. If I'm not mistaken, I put up a bunch of stuff like a month ago. So I've got Fez, I think, going up, the kind of the platformer from
That's a weird game.
6 or 7 years ago. I had an interesting time with it. Toward the end, I got pretty frustrated. And then coming up soon, I put up my Sayonara
Wild Hearts
is going up there.
Narrated
as well
by Queen Latifah.
Narrated by Queen Latifah. Spoilers.
Oh, sorry.
No, and then we are on the road to Doomsday right now.
Yeah, I'm excited.
I have Doom 1, Doom 2. I'm still recording Doom 3 on the PS2 or whatever it was, or GameCube. I don't know. I played on PC. And then my Doom 2016. That's all going to be coming up, leading up to Doom Eternal, because I love me some Doom.
Yes, you do.
And then we will be playing Animal Crossing co-op. I'm super pumped for that.
That's right. I'm also going to be uploading pretty soon here, hopefully beginning a series that's myself and my daughter, who is being referred to as Adez. What she wants to be called.
Okay.
So Adez and I are playing, like I said before, Pode, which is just
Pode.
Super chill, beautiful puzzler. You can check that out when it starts uploading.
Yeah, we got a lot of stuff on there. Please check out our channel. It's Dez and Fox Play on YouTube.
That's right.
And thank you so much for listening today.
And always remember that save games, save lives.
Bye, everybody.
My voice is loud.